Mm-mm-mm. Breakfast. Some eggs over easy with some fried bologna. I've got some toast behind me cooking too. Welcome everybody, it's me, Brian the Big Red Beard. It's Saturday, it's time to go on an adventure. And speaking of adventure, there you go. I haven't seen you guys, well, you haven't seen me in, quite some time. I've been very busy at work. I apologize for not posting more videos sooner or earlier this week. It's from Tuesday till now, Saturday. I've been extremely busy. I've been on mandatory overtime at work. Just really tied up. I haven't really got a chance to hang out with my girls too much because it's get up, go to work, and by the time I get home from work, Avery's already off to bed and she's got to get up, go to school the next day. But aside all that, it is a beautiful day. It is a Saturday morning, a gorgeous sky, just a few clouds out, very crisp, cool night last night. Fall has officially started, celebrating the first day of fall yesterday, I believe, and the summer's trying to hang on with these warm days, but the night's really cooling down, and you can start to see some of the trees change color, going from that deep, deep green into that kind of deep red and then into orange and yellow, and it's beautiful. I love the fall. I love this time of year in Michigan. It's one of the reasons I love living in the Midwest is the color change and heading into autumn. But I'm here at work. It is time to start my work day. I've got my coffee. I've got a delicious cinnamon roll from where did I get this from? Bob Evans last night, but I saved it for this morning to have with my coffee at work. And I'm gonna head on inside. I'll see you guys after I get out of work. So let's fast forward time. Okay, so it's time to make some dinner. So I am prepping some russet potatoes right now. I'm getting ready to wash them, and then I've got a couple pans over here. I'm prepping to make some bacon. We're having baked potatoes tonight, so let's get to it. I've already went ahead and I've lined a couple of our baking sheets with some tin foil here and here, and then I'll just lay the bacon strips down, kind of long ways as you see with my finger here. I've got the oven preset to about 425, and as soon as the oven heats up, I'm going to pop these in there, lay the bacon strips down. Rachel and I started doing our bacon in the oven on baking sheets in foil quite a while ago. We have an iron skillet that we plug in and we used to use, but we find it's less messy to do it in the oven, easier cleanup because then you can just crumple up the foil and put that away with the bacon grease after you let it sit out for a little bit and cool down. It's easier. Easier to clean up, less of a mess, less drainage, and you don't have that bacon smell permeating your entire house throughout the whole afternoon or leading into the next day. And here are my 3 russet potatoes, one for myself, Avery, and Rachel. We're going to make 3 of these. I'm going to go ahead and clean these in the sink with my vegetable brush. Knock out some of these pieces here, get some of the dirt off of those, and then just leave them in a bowl. And then I will punch some fork holes in these so that way they can, cook a little bit more even. And a lot of times I like to take either olive oil or vegetable oil and kind of rub them down, give them just a little bit of a bath, and it helps get the skin a little crispy on the outside when you bake them in the oven. And there you have it. We have 3 clean potatoes ready for baking. Now that I have the potatoes all cleaned, I'm preheating the oven. And this is the bacon of choice, Oscar Mayer bacon, naturally hardwood smoked. So I'm going to pop this open, cut this, and start laying those strips down lengthwise on either pan. And then as soon as the oven light goes off, we'll pop these in the oven. Okay, I have my bacon laid out, so I'm going to put them in the oven, which is now preheated. I'm going to do about 7 to 8 minutes, maybe a little shorter than that, but 7 minutes, and then I will flip each piece over and then put them back in the oven and let them finish up to, your desired crispiness or my desired crispiness. And then by that time, and then we'll let them cool down, and then we'll crumble them to put on top of our baked potatoes. Notice I'm going in dangerous. No oven mitt. Got one in, and one on the top rack here. And we're going to go ahead and set the timer, like I said, for about 7 to 8 minutes. Probably more or less 7 minutes on this one, and then we'll check on them and flip them over. As we are inching closer towards Disney, something exciting came in the mail. Yes, our magic bands. Let's pop this open. Let's take a look. There they are. There is Rachel's there in the new purple color. Check it out. There's Avery's, which Rachel's already done some decorating on there. I just put it back in the box. And then there's mine. I went for gray, but there's a purpose. I went for the gray one versus any other color. And that's because Rachel got me these to go on there. The little magic bandits. So look at that. So awesome. The hitchhiking ghosts. And they just snap right on the band. Right there, those little extra holes. Snap those right on there, and then, can wear it. So that way I can stay festive for the Halloween season. But how awesome is that? So cool. Here are the added bonuses. Here are our matching luggage tags that go with our magic band. So you've got Mickey there and Minnie giving kisses. Avery's has got Daisy Duck. I love that one. But I love Rachel's probably the most. Mickey and Minnie on a little scooter, looks like. But there are our magic bands. We are so ready for Disney. It is insane that we are this close. Seems like not that long ago we were counting down 120 plus days. So yeah, it's come by fast. Now that I've put the magic bands away and I've pretty much got our dinner pre-prep almost finished up, I'm going to flip the bacon here in just a few seconds. I just wanted to say thank you for watching my videos. Thank you for posting the comments. Comments from friends and family, people tweeting me. I've been a little silent this week. Just been really busy at work. It's a lot of overtime. Just been really busy. Just really haven't had a lot of time to post anything or edit anything. By the time I get home, I just want to spend time with my girls, and before you know it, lights out, I'm asleep. So thank you for your patience while I get some stuff together. I'm going to be posting some more throughout the week, and then before you know it, we'll be knee-deep in Disney, and I'll be posting a lot of videos. But right now, let's check on that bacon and see how it's going. I don't know if you can hear it or you can see it, but I see sizzling bacon. I'm going to slide these on out, and we're going to flip them all over here. These are not exactly what I wanted to use to flip the bacon, but I can't find my good bacon flippers, so this will have to do. So after about, like I said, 7 minutes, just take your bacon out, flip these all over. It doesn't actually take that long to do, but I find that you actually get both sides nice and crisp. Makes it a little bit easier to actually crumble the bacon too as well. And once you have that all finished up, then probably about another maybe 5 to 6 minutes on this side, because the bacon's pretty much already cooked. We're just going to crisp it up and make it to our liking. So I've got one pan done there. I'm going to put this one back in and grab the other one out of the oven, and we'll let those finish up. Our bacon is all done, and you can see here, it looks a little black here, but it's just the lighting. It's nice and crispy. So we're just going to take this and we're going to move it right over here to a plate with paper towel on it, and kind of let that dry out a little bit. Let some of the grease drip down into that paper towel, and also let this bacon cool down a little bit. There we go. And there is our bacon there on, like I said, a plate with paper towel. And like I said, we'll let that cool down for a little bit. Once that's cooled down, then we'll crumble it all up, and then we'll have that for our baked potato. Okay, so the second half is going to be prepping the baked potato. So here I've got our baking sheet, which I've lined with foil. I'm going to put some extra virgin olive oil and rub that on the outside of the baked potato. Lightly salt them with some kosher salt. Put those back down there and pop them in the oven for about 40 to 60 minutes. Okay, I've got our spuds prepped to go in the oven. The oven is preheated to 425. Like I said, I've got some foil laid down here on the baking sheet. As you can see, I've got our 3 potatoes for us. I've bathed them in olive oil, and I've also spread some salt and pepper on each one of them, and then we'll toss those in the oven and let those bake, like I said, anywhere between 45, maybe 60 minutes. Just depends, and then flip them over as you go through so that way they can cook evenly on both sides. Apologize for the sound of the background. Rachel's drying her hair right now. Let's go ahead and pop these in the oven. The potatoes are all finished up, and they have a nice crispy outer layer with some salt and pepper on top of them. I'm going to split them open and then put some butter in between them there and let them cool down a little bit. And then we are going to have baked potatoes. And there is my baked potato, all done up. I've got some bacon on the inside there, you can see, and I've got cheese on top, and then I've sprinkled some extra pepper on top too as well. So looking forward to this, and the outside is very crispy and crunchy. Now, I've been kind of on a kick as of recently, but Stroh's is back, and it is so good. If you get a chance to pick up a sixer of this stuff, I highly recommend it, especially if you like beer. If you don't, then hey, it's a cool looking bottle. Well, dinner was a success. It was very good, and I'm gonna, wash dinner down with the Stroh's. Thanks for watching, guys. Really appreciate it. Continue to like, subscribe to my page if you can, comment below, and don't forget, follow me on Twitter. We're one day closer to Disney, and cheers. So good.